This is London.
These are dangerous days.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to LDN Capital TV. I am of course Lord Andy Coyne, and I'm here to guide you for another exciting episode that only we can supply here for the British wrestling scene. And coming down to the ring right now is of course JJ. We've seen him a number of times here in the LDN arena, sometimes on the light side, sometimes on the dark side, but tonight he seems to be appreciating the fans. And we know JJ, when he's at his best, he is fast, he is lethal, he is aerial. Ladies and gentlemen, keep your eye on JJ, because if you blink, you might miss him. Here you are, ladies and gentlemen, Olly Lloyd. And you can see him there with a towel wrapped his neck. And I've heard a lot of good things about this young man. I understand that he's a bit of a technical finesse in that ring. And he'll look to ground his opponent, JJ, here tonight. And use his technical abilities, get him down on the ground and grind him. And force perhaps a submission or a pinfall.
Once again, from Golden Screen, this is JJ. His opponent, making his LDN wrestling debut, professional television stuntman and star from Gloucester. Please welcome Olly Lloyd.
A professional stuntman, no less. Interesting. Well, hopefully he won't have to use those skills, because if he does, that means JJ's going to make him crash and burn. The official now getting both men ready, and there's the bell. And JJ, of course, loves to feed off the energy from the fans. Olly Lloyd extending the hand here. And I'd be very wary of the technical marvel offering a hand. He might have tried to snatch the arm, but Colorado time. No. Goes behind with the waistlock. Leapfrogs over the top and kicks JJ right underneath the chin. Stuns him temporarily, tries to pick the leg, but JJ instead going for the sunset flip. Referee was slightly out of position, allowing Olly to kick out there. Lloyd, however, now eating the pinfall himself. JJ tries to get the 3 count, not able to get it. Looks the clothesline, and oh, there's the backside from Lloyd. Excellently done, but a kick out from JJ. And both men just giving themselves a little bit of space there. We saw quite a lot of flurry of both men trying to go for those pinfalls. Not able to get it in the early moments of this bout. And just taking a step back to recoup and replan. Both men now circling each other, and there's the collar elbow tie-up once again. You see Lloyd now isolating that left arm and pushes on. Oh, the arm wringer, and tightens up the wrist lock. See him right now trying to control JJ, but JJ, very athletic, very technically gifted himself, knows exactly how to get out of there. And we are seeing a real clinic of what British wrestling is all about. It's about using those fundamentals to feel out your opponent and really get an understanding as to their level of ability. JJ now once again caught in that wrist lock, and Lloyd is controlling him with it. Lloyd now trying to hold on to that wrist lock, but JJ using his quickness and his speed and his agility to really roll out of there now, and it's him who is in control. Now we see JJ with the wrist lock control, and Lloyd now going to use a little bit of technical finesse and agility himself to get the reversal. There's the arm wringer, and JJ forced to the ground. Lloyd quickly go for the cover. JJ kicks out, and Lloyd, I mean, Might be his first time here in an LDN ring, but he was not phased. JJ kicked out, but straight away he clamped on that headlock and took JJ down to the ground. With JJ now back up to his feet, he launches Lloyd out of the ropes. There's the rebound and the shoulder block. Well, Lloyd looks like he's going to speed the match up a little bit, but we see, an attempted leapfrog from JJ, and Lloyd used that to his advantage. I mean, he got him down below. It might have been accidental. I don't really know. I don't know whether this is dumb luck or a genius stroke here from Lloyd. JJ's not looking very amused at this, but the official is going to let it slide. No public warning for that. And Lloyd was a professional. He held back to show that he didn't mean to do it, waiting for JJ to be ready once again, and applies the headlock. JJ trying to speed up the match again, launches him off the ropes, rides the blind spot, and hits that shoulder block. I think JJ has had enough of Lloyd's games. Off the ropes, jumps the sleeper, very shallow there. There's the leapfrog, goes for the hip toss, and JJ flown right across the ring. Lloyd trying to go for the cover, but JJ able to kick out. I was surprised that JJ didn't try and go for the ropes. Lloyd accidentally moved him very close to those ropes. However, he's staying focused, and after hitting those 2 arm drags, goes for the drop kick. And JJ, possibly quite wisely, rolling to the outside, just so he can catch his air. JJ's starting to look a little bit frustrated right now. I mean, he was coming in here, blue-eyed, big smiles, clapping the hands of the fans. The fans were loving him. But now we're starting to see a little bit of frustration creep into JJ's face. And I think Olly Lloyd could very well become a solid favorite in this contest. JJ's got that exuberant youthfulness. He's got that speed. But Olly Lloyd is just a better physical, technical competitor, I do feel. Now we see JJ offering the hand. And there's the handshake there from both men to show that indeed he's sportsman. Oh, here we go. And Lloyd now knows what exactly is on JJ's mind. And JJ! Oh, he had the handshake, which just completely blindsided the left and the back there of Olly Lloyd. And that allowed JJ to kick out the knee. And I guess he's just flipped to the dark side once again here in the LDN arena. You see the referee telling him to calm down. The referee, he likes to see a nice game of sportsmanship, and he is not allowing Lloyd to recoup. He is keeping the pressure on this man who's making his debut here in the LDN arena tonight. Quick kick to the midsection, and Lloyd just holding his ribs, just gasping for air. We started off with a technical game, but now it's just a brawl for JJ. And look at him with those hammer punches, using the side of his fist to bring down on top of Lloyd's head. Well, the official now is asking JJ to try and calm down, and it's almost like JJ's fighting with himself. He wants to win this in the correct way, but sometimes once that wick has been lit, that temper is just so hard to subside. And I think Lloyd now realizes that he's not in a wrestling contest, he's in a fight. And you saw him with a couple of strikes there. But unfortunately, JJ, in my opinion, is the stronger striker, was able to take back control. JJ now looking for a suplex, and there's your big first slam of the match. JJ going for a cover, very cocksure of himself. And it's almost like he's glaring at him. There's a whole aura around JJ. I mean, how dare you, Olly Lloyd, kick out of my suplex? And once again, JJ just seems to be getting more and more infuriated that he's not able to put away this young new star here in LDN really quickly. JJ's showing a lot of cockiness, a lot of arrogance right now. It's almost like that mask that he came to the ring with, where he was like, hey, I'm having a great time, hey, I love everybody. It's just slipped away, and now we're just seeing the bitterness that lies within. And again, Olly Lloyd trying to go for those strikes, and JJ, the strongest striker, able to push him back again. Well, just as I say that, it looks like Lloyd is stringing those strikes with those open palm strikes right underneath the jaw. There's the reversal, ducks a clothesline. Lloyd, tilt-a-whirl! Beautifully executed. And Lloyd now waiting for JJ to get up. He ducks the clothesline, big shoulder block. The momentum is definitely in Lloyd's favor, and he's keeping JJ down on the ground. Kick to the midsection, but no, JJ caught it at the last moment. Oh! And there's the headshot, ladies and gentlemen. And you can see that JJ's really struggling to stay on his feet, and he just went timber. Well, the official now registering a double. No standing 10 count if both men are down for the entire count. This match will, of course, be a draw. And who can blame them? I mean, these guys have really been scrapping it out. And that climbing head kick, the Inzaguri, really took JJ to the cleaners there. But JJ using the ropes to get back to his feet. And Olly Lloyd's looking very strong right now. He didn't need the ropes to get to his feet. And he launches JJ into the corner. Follows him up. Oh, big splash in the corner. And JJ, I mean, the only reason he's still on his feet is because of those ring ropes. And now, Lloyd! There were no open palm strikes there, ladies and gentlemen. Those were closed fists, and he was risking a public warning there from the official. Monkey flip out of the corner, but JJ landed right on his tailbone. Well, I think, in my personal opinion, Lloyd should have gone for the cover. However, he is signaling that he wants to go to the top rope. He wants to fly. He wants to end it now. He's not wasting his time going for the cover. Could be a bit of a risk. And as you can see, he's a little bit groggy. But if he hits this, he could get his first victory here in LDN. Climbs to the top rope. He says a quiet little prayer. Will he hit? Oh! Landed on his feet on JJ with a blatant low blow and then an ace crusher. Goes for the cover, the two, and the official gives it to JJ. Well, I don't know what happened there. All I know is that Olly Lloyd went to the top rope. He was trying to go for some spectacular 450, but when he realized that JJ rolled out of the way, he landed on his feet, but unfortunately to his own peril, because JJ hit him from down below. From my vantage point, looked like a low blow. The official not sure, and in the confusion, he hit the ace crusher and got the free count. And well, JJ is not the personification of good sportsmanship here in LD. Oh, come on! Leave him alone. You've already embarrassed him enough. Ladies and gentlemen, I apologize. This is very embarrassing. This truly is a black eye on the face of British wrestling right now. Well, JJ, I hope you're happy with yourself. Once again, victorious here in LDN. Well, welcome back to LDN Capital TV, and coming to the ring right now, making his debut here in LDN, Vinnie Vortex, who's come all the way from Germany. And this is what LDN is all about, representing that British style. But just because we're all about a British style doesn't mean that we don't invite everyone else, whether you're from America, from Europe. We want you to come to LDN so that you can experience that British style. And of course, who personifies the British style? And that's Joey Scott, coming down to the ring. And we've seen Joey Scott. He's still got a lot to learn. But you know what? He's a young man with a golden heart, and we want to see him succeed here in LDN. But I'm just not sure whether he's had a challenge like Vinnie Vortex before. Vinnie Vortex, as you saw as he came out, big, powerful lad. And Joey Scott is going to have to use his speed just to stay one step ahead of the bigger, more powerful Vortex.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is an international contest as Germany takes on England. Please welcome the man representing
Undoubtedly the fans' favourite for this match. A lot of British pride in the house tonight. Whoa, Vinnie Vortex seems to be in a foul mood here tonight. Not surprised, the fans have been giving him grief ever since he stepped foot into the ring here tonight. And Joey Scott, of course, being the constant professional, wants to offer the hand. But Vinnie Vortex, I mean, is he leaving? I mean, where does he think he's going? Looks like a particular fan has really upset him at ringside. Question is, will Vortex shake the hand of Joey Scott? Big Vortex is going to have to swallow a little bit of pride. Let's go for the handshake. Good lad. Good lad. Proud of you. This is what being in the LDN ring is all about. Oh, Vinnie Vortex! I just didn't see that coming. And Vortex, of course, using that raw power, just pulled him in, ironically, like a vortex, and then just clotheslined him down to the ground. He did it with one arm, ladies and gentlemen. This is how powerful Vinnie Vortex is. I mean, just look at him. Look at those shoulders. Look at the width of the shoulders there. The guy's an absolute beast, but Joey Scott, he will not step down, and he is firing those nippy right elbow shots. Big roaring elbow, and Vinnie Vortex, he felt that, and he goes to the outside. You know what they say, it's not always about the size of the dog, but sometimes the size of the fight and the dog. And Joey Scott bringing a lot of fight and dives right to the outside, showing that he is not intimidated by the bigger, scarier man. One dive wasn't enough, clearly two was, however. And Vinnie Vortex, he's looking rocked right now. And Joey Scott might be trying to gun for a very quick victory here. Hooks the outside leg, the official jumps in. I think Scott thought that might have been a 2 count, however it wasn't, ladies and gentlemen. He follows through, big, oh, and he missed the splash in the corner. Vinnie Vortex now, the snapmare, takes down Joey Scott. Oh, and he's going for a hip attack. Using those really tight muscles in his buns to just punish his opponent. That's not cricket, ladies and gentlemen. That's not cricket at all. Well, Joey Scott, he is furious. I don't say I blame him. And now he's just with those open palm strikes right into the chestal cavity of Vinnie Vortex. Well, Joey Scott knows that he is onto a winning strategy here. Vinnie Vortex does not seem to like the open palm strikes. And Joey Scott, he's just going to stay on him. He's going to stick to him like glue. Oh! Blistering. Joey Scott now, he is getting a little bit of a run-up, follows up big time, and a double elbow strike, and now more open palm strikes. And Scott looking quite confident in himself. I can't say I blame him, but don't get too cocky just yet, young man. The match isn't over until we hear the 1, 2, 3. Big back elbow there, and Vortex, he's rocked back, and that just allows Scott to get to the top rope. Oh, no! Ooh, the official just checking on Scott. I mean, he landed right on the top of his head right there. Hooks the outside leg. Vinnie Scott using a lot of his weight to try and get that pinfall. And Scott barely able to sort of swim through the fog and finally able to kick out. Now, if Vinnie Vortex, if he can just retain that calm demeanor, he might be able to win this thing. But look at him just beckoning Joey Scott to give him the strikes, and he found his opening. Caught the leg and the dragon whip. Vinnie Vortex seemingly focusing on that leg. It'll be interesting to see whether he stays on that strategy. Inevitably he is, and just driving the back of his knee right into the soft underbelly of the kneecap there of Joey Scott. And there's a second one. Now this is interesting, because surely Vinnie Vortex, he saw Joey Scott trying to climb to that top rope. And then when he took the knee out, he realized, hang on a minute, if I can remove that wheel, if I can injure the leg, then Joey Scott, I will remove one of his best offensive maneuvers, and that is that aerial attack from the top rope. And Joey Scott knows it, and he's limping a little bit there, allowing Vinnie Scott to continue the offense. First the kick to the midsection, then the big forearm smash to the back. Oh, and now he's just using every inch of this ring, using the ropes to really try and bend the leg back there of Joey Scott. The official, of course, warning Vinnie Vortex to be careful. I mean, unlike in German rings, you know, we are proud followers of the rules here in LDN, and we don't want the official issuing those verbal warnings, because those lead very quickly to disqualifications if you're not careful. There's a launch out of the corner, but unfortunately Joey Scott, he had it reversed. He flips over the top. Oh, he tried to hot dog, and that wasn't good for his leg, and Joey Scott quite riskily going for the standing moonsault, and the 2.4 right there. He's getting closer to the 3 count, and Vinnie Vortex knows it, going for that basement dropkick and just taking it right onto the kneecap there of Joey Scott. Hooks the injured leg, tries to get the pinfall, and Scott barely able to kick out. Massive boot right between the shoulder blades of Scott. And Joey Scott could be in a lot of trouble right now. He's got a deflated wheel in one of his tires. And meanwhile, you've got Vinnie Scott just trying to trample all over him and just wear him out with the offense, with the suplexes, the power moves, the strikes. It's all about winding your opponent, keeping him down to the ground. And Joey Scott, even with a kick out, that just drains his life force ever more. Well, Vinnie Vortex going back to the strategy that was working so well, and he grabs that leg and the DDT on the leg. And you can imagine that sends the energy right up the fibula there, straight into the kneecap. Oh, wait a minute. He's going for a stretch muffler. But inside cradle, he's got the cover. It's tight, but Joey Scott found that one brief moment of hope, but it was extinguished so very quickly by Vortex. Vortex follows through, off the ropes, and Joey Scott, he's losing a little bit of quickness now. You can see it when he tried to run across the ring. And he's just desperately trying to keep Vortex away. Try to kick him in the midsection. A dragon whip. And there it is, the stretch muffler, ladies and gentlemen. Vortex has got it, and he is stretching. He is stretching the leg of Joey Scott. He is trying to get the submission. But Joey Scott able to slip out. No doubt thanks to years of yoga, that agility has just allowed him to escape that stretch muffler. Able to get the enziguri, which is impressive considering he has hurt his left leg. And now both men are down. And Joey Scott, he's just trying to get the blood flowing back through that leg. And Vinnie Vortex sees where he is, guns right for him like a bull to a red rag. And Joey Scott, you can see the pained look on his face. Hurricanrana! And Vortex flung to the other end of the ring. Oh, come on, Joey Scott. You can do this. Stay on him. Try and fight through the pain. But Vortex able to reverse, and just a simple kick to the knee and picks him up in a torture rack position. Spins him around. Now, this will be very disorientating. A whirly bird bomb right there. Hooks the injured leg. And Joey Scott, he doesn't have a lot in him. You can see he barely kicked out. And when I say barely, I mean barely. Vortex now trying to pick him up again. But the backstabber from Scott. And again, you see him just limping on his leg. But he knows he's got to do it. It's do or die for Joey Scott. He wants to win this for England. Hits the moonsault, hooks both legs. And he got it. Ladies and gentlemen, sometimes that's what it's about. You've got to take that chance, go for that one big move and try and get the free count. And you saw it there, ladies and gentlemen. He went for the moonsault and it was enough to win the bigger Vortex. 1, 2, 3. And Joey Scott, ladies and gentlemen, victorious here tonight in the LDN Arena and victorious for all of good old Blighty. Young man, you have earned your black pudding tonight. Good on you. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for our main event, and coming to the ring right now, Jonathan Edward Gale. And oh my God, there's just something about a sweater around the neck that just irritates me to my utter limit. And Jonathan Gale, I mean, look at him just walking to the ring with a certain degree of arrogance. But, well, I guess he believes he's better than everyone else, and tonight he will have a glorious opportunity to prove that when he takes on former WWE competitor Joey Legend. Yeah, it's been a while since somebody used the European anthem. It's nice to hear it for a change. Well, hopefully, like a Gale, he'll breeze through very quickly. He certainly hasn't read the book on how to win friends and influence people, that's for sure. And maybe you should, because this is a good friend to have. Ladies and gentlemen, former WWE competitor Joey Legend. He's come all the way from Toronto in Canada, but let me tell you something, he's pretty much an honorary Brit here in the LDN Arena. Big, powerful man, comes in with a huge amount of experience. A massive veteran who's wrestled all over the world. And you want to watch out for that crushing overhead DDT that only Joey Legend can deliver. You get hit with that, boom, knockout, easy. For 190 countries, ladies and gentlemen. This man is a sponge. He just soaks up that knowledge and experience from all those different fighting styles. He's like a real-life street fighter. He is the Ryu of LDN. It's actually pronounced Primarche, Mr. Bagger, just so you know. At least that's what my wife tells me. There we are, ladies and gentlemen. Gale versus Legend. And already it looks like the fans are irritating Gale. And just look at him talking down to Joey Legend. Who the bloody hell does he think he is? Oh dear, Gale, what are you doing, young lad? Just because you go to university doesn't mean you get to buy intelligence. Because that was not smart. And Jonathan Gale going where he probably should be, and that's within the fans. He does not belong in a ring with the likes of Joey Legend. Jonathan Gale now gets to his feet. He is ready for this match, at least I think he is. Looking quite nervous, as well he might be, giving up quite a bit of weight and experience to Joey Legend, but he certainly makes up for it in absolute cocky arrogance. Oh, it's like he's trying to do some old-timey, whiny boxing there. But Joey Legend just forces him right into the corner. Joey Legend has him trapped in the corner. And Legend's going to play with him for a bit. It's like a mountain lion with a mouse. Well, the fans are most definitely behind Legend right now, and Gale is hoping for a little bit of calm and peace so he can focus on this contest. But I'm sorry, this is the LDN Arena. It doesn't get any rowdier than this. Oh, he ducks the collar elbow tie and goes for the waist lock. And now we see Joey Legend trying to get the fans into this, and he's taking his time, slipping his hand just below the butcher's hook there of Gale, trying to break the hold, trying to leverage his way out of it. And he does, isolating the arm and applying the wrist lock. Well, he's threatening to break it, and Gale going right to the ropes. Maybe his technical skill isn't as good as he likes to brag. The official asking for Legend for a clean break, which he gives, and we see Gale there holding his upper arm there on his left where the wrist lock was applied. Oh, and Gale goes for the headlock. He waited for him to turn his back, and he just jumps in with that headlock. And you see him trying to grind the headlock. Well, that's a mighty big head to try and grind. Side chancery there from Joey Legend, able to effortlessly get out of it and transitions very smoothly into the headlock. Training to punch Gale right in the crown, but the official is asking him not to. Issues a 5 count. Oh, and Gale with a quick strike to the midsection, and now with closed fists of his own, firing them right into the midsection. He might not be the thickest of competitors, but Gale, you know, those are some bony knuckles he's got, and a strike with that to the side of the head. Oh, the official has had enough of everyone's silly little games here tonight, and issuing the first public warning against Gale. Of course, a few more of those, and Gale will be out of here. He'll be disqualified. We see Joey Legend just lowering his center of gravity there to prevent Gale from launching him across the ring. And he launches Gale hard out of the corner. Joey Legend winding up the arm, follows through, big clothesline in the corner. And the fans are loving it, ladies and gentlemen. They love seeing Joey Legend compete here tonight. They love watching him make an example out of these rookies who think that they're higher than where they are on the totem pole. I guess he wanted a moment so he could pass out. And Joey Legend going to end this mercilessly. Goes for the cover, but Gale still a glutton for punishment, it seems. Joey Legend now grabs him by the scruff of the hair, and he's winding up the big right hand. Oh, and a Greco-Roman poke to the eyeball. Oh, he apologised. That's fine, he apologised. He didn't mean it, ladies and gentlemen. No public warning. It's okay, sir. Please continue. We're very British here. Picks up the body slam and drives Gale down hard. And right now, this is most definitely Joey Legend's contest. Oh, snap knee. Goes for the cover. A lot of body on body there. But Gale able to kick out. able to wiggle that body of his out from underneath Joey Legend. Joey is pointing to the heavens. I dread to think what that might mean for young Gale. Maybe the only thing that'll comfort him at this point is his beloved sweater. Oh, and he just grabbed him by the hair and flung Legend down to the ground hard. Gale has found his opportunity. Springboard off the second rope. European uppercut. Goes straight for the cover. But Legend able to kick out strong just before the 2. And Gale responds with a swift kick to the ribs. Follows him up, just continues to stomp away. Gale looking agitated. However, he is in control of this contest right now. That quick flurry, the springboard European uppercut, really helped him just to get a few paces ahead of his bigger and stronger opponent. Look at him there, choking away at Joey Legend, putting his full weight right into that. And he is really risking the wrath of the official here tonight. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. He is really pushing his luck. That's 2 public warnings against Edward Gale. And if he gets, well, there's no more public warnings, ladies and gentlemen. After that, it is a disqualification. But still, Edward Gale is risking disqualification. And that is the sign of a truly desperate man. But I guess you've got to take every opportunity you can find when you're against somebody like Joey Legend. But I'll tell you one thing, if Joey Legend gets back onto his feet, there's a good chance that he is going to flatten Gale right in the middle of the LDN ring. Stretching him on those ropes right there, and you can hear it, Joey Legend you can hear the grunting. He's in a lot of trouble, and it looks like Gale's strategy is quite clear right now. Try and keep the big man winded, because if he's winded, there's no way he can get the oxygen he needs to all that massive body of his. No, it is an education. Give it up, mate. Big driving side knee to the side of the head there of Legend. And Gale just trying to find some inspiration now. What can he do next to the big man? Oh, monster right hands there from Joey Legend. And it looks like the beast has awakened. A standing roaring elbow. And we've seen him use that elbow to great effect. Oh, if I was Gale, I'd stay on the mat, to be honest. Oh, he went for a big clothesline, but the momentum took him right over the top. And Gale thanking his lucky stars. And he launches Joey Legend to the ring post. Gale once again risking disqualification, but I think he'd settle for a count out if he can get it. The official now issuing the out of the ring 10 count. And of course, if he gets this, I mean, Edward Gale will be victorious. And a lot of competitors wouldn't want to take a victory this way. But ultimately, I guess a victory over Joey Legend is a victory over Joey Legend. See, Gale is desperately trying to keep him out of the ring. Legend almost got back in at the count of 6. The official trying to get Legend back into the ring. And of course, the count now has been restarted since Gale interrupted the official. If I was Joey Legend, I'd ride that 10 count. I would use every second to try and regain that air. And in that way, it's actually quite risky for Gale, because if Joey Legend does get back in there, he will have had an opportunity to rest. Ladies and gentlemen, if you've just joined us, this is LDN Capital TV. Our main event, former WWE competitor Joey Legend is taking on the young, brash, and quite arrogant Edward Gale. And for Gale, he is very desperate to win this contest. He is being outmatched. He is risking disqualification, having already received 2 public warnings. But right now, he's trying to get a count-out victory. And every time Legend tries to get back in, he tries to stop him. Oh, and he's asking the fans to get out of their seats because he's looking for a big suplex. But Gale, this is a ride he does not want to go for. Fighting out of it. Firing those quick shots to the midsection. And Joey Legend just thrown into that ring post. Gale now suplexing Joey Legend. Goes for a big, senton. Once again, trying to keep the big man winded. 2. Joey Legend able to kick out at, I'd say, about a 2.57. I can be very mathematically accurate. Well, Gale reckons one more suplex might do it. He's doing the maths in his head and he thinks he has found an equation that will lead him to victory. Kick to the midsection. Going for another suplex. Joey Legend, he is blocking it. Maybe he's also done the maths in his head. Firing those shots into the midsection. And Legend with a suplex of his own. Gale, as a bonus, getting tangled up in that bottom rope. And Legend with the power advantage, able to drive Gale just that little bit heavier into the mat. Legend up to his feet now, and he waits for his opponent to get up, and there's a big right hand strike there to the side of Gale. Gale with a reply, but it just doesn't have quite the same level of authority behind it when Joey Legend rips out a strike. Legend now with multiple strikes. Shot to the midsection, trying to go for the hip toss. He just hasn't got the momentum, however. A couple of cheeky slaps to the side of the head. He is taking Gale right to the woodshed right now. Getting the fans behind it, going for that big lariat. And he took him down. Gale has been wiped out. Joey Legend. Big elbow right to the bridge of the nose. 2. That was very close. I honestly thought we had a knockout there. The official with a knowing look, saying it was a 2, but confirming that yes, it was very, very close. Joey Legend waiting for Gale to get back to his feet. Perhaps so he can drop him down one more time. Picks him up for a body slam, but Gale fights out of it quite wisely. Peppering those shots to the back. Off the ropes now, but oh no, he got caught. Joey Legend, what's he going to do with him? He puts him into the fireman carry position. And drops him down hard. Oh dear, poor Gale. This isn't good. Sort of an inverted Fez press drop right on the back of the head. 1, 2. I honestly thought that was it. I thought that was academic. I mean, he drove his head down to the mat, and maybe I'm not giving Gale enough credit. Maybe Gale truly does have enough heart, deserving to be in the ring with Joey Legend. The question is, though, how many more big moves can Gale eat before Joey Legend gets that elusive 3 count? Gale is on his feet. He turns around, ducks the clothesline, and Joey Legend got him on the reverb. And this time, ladies and gentlemen, massive clothesline, turned him inside out. It's a tight cover. It's a 2. But clearly the count, or rather the cover, was too tight, allowing Gale to kick out backwards and allow himself to almost roll out of the pinning predicament. Joey Legend, ladies and gentlemen, calling for that overhead DDT. And the fans are chanting for him to knock him out. Gale, think of this as an early Christmas present, mate. Oh! Gale, however, doesn't like Christmas, clearly. Fighting out of it, ducks the clothesline, off the ropes, and switchblade! Goes for the cover. The 2. Oh, and a kick out there. Jonathan Gale, he is furiated. He hit him with a big move, but it wasn't enough. Just fighting away, just scrapping at Joey Legend. And you can see him, that evil look, looking to the corner. He knows he needs a big move. Maybe he's going to do what Joey Scott did earlier on tonight. That big move from the top rope means that sometimes you can fall that giant long enough to get the free count. But uh-oh, Legend is on his feet, and a massive concrete-like right hand. And Gale looks like he's going to fly. There's only one way to go, and that's down. But oh, a rake in the eye. And once again, he's risking disqualification, but he'll take every risk to win this contest. The official is allowing it. Gale gets it. Oh! Lands on his feet, but unfortunately for him, oh, he missed that big side kick. And oh, there it is, the overhead DDT. Legend with the cover, the 2, the 3, and Joey Legend victorious once again in an LDN ring. Next week on LDN Capital TV,